Hi, everybody. Thank you for attending my presentation. I'm really sorry that I can't be physically with you in New Zealand. Hi, I'm Guy. I would like to present my study, don't take it personally, resistance to individually targeted recommendations from conversational recommender systems. I worked on this study with Theo Araújo from the Amsterdam School of Communication Research of the University of Amsterdam. Systems often use one-to-one marketing techniques aimed at individually targeting and tailoring recommendations. These can be user-initiated recommendations, which are customized. So users proactively disclosing relevant information in order to get a recommendation. Or these can be system-initiated recommendations, which are personalized. So they're based on previously collected consumer data, such as online behavior and personal information. As artificial entities, such as chatbots, have become more common online, they're gradually being integrated as recommender conversational agents. These are artificially intelligent computer programs that interact with users by using natural language, communicating in a flowing dialogue, and providing users with individually tailored experiences for increasing consumer engagement. Nevertheless, I'm sure that some of you experience similar situation to the one in the following video when looking for recommendations online.
Oh, hi. John, great to see you.
Hi.
What can I help you find today?
Well, I'm actually looking for some new shirts. Something I can wear to the beach.
Oh, would this be for your Hawaiian vacation coming up here soon?
Yeah. How'd you know about that?
Well, I can tell you we've got a fantastic selection. Let me just pull up something that's within your salary range.
My what?
Ah, here we go. That's beautiful.
Nice.
Well, I'm sure some of you can relate. While tailored marketing techniques can have positive persuasive implications, the necessity of disclosing information proactively or reactively can trigger resistance among users. Whereas marketeers argue that recommender agents can provide a positive experience, as can be seen from the video, communication of individually tailored recommendations in an anthropomorphic style through a flowing dialogue can also trigger negative feelings from users. And hence, we were asking, to what extent do recommender systems' anthropomorphic cues and the type of recommendations provided affect online users' adherence to recommendations? Acted a 2x2 between subjects factors online experiment with a final sample size of 266 participants between the ages of 19 to 65 that was recruited from Amazon Mechanical Turk, Participants were randomly assigned to one of the four groups using either a conversational recommender agent or a web recommender platform. Recommender conversational agents demonstrated anthropomorphic cues, like having a human name and communicating in a dialogue. When receiving customized recommendations, user-initiated recommendations, the platform explained that recommendations were based on the participants' answers, whereas when receiving system-initiated recommendations, the platform explained that the recommendations were based on participants' online behavior and social media information. The web platform recommender system was a traditional static web platform and communicated recommendations using expected graphical icons. Soon I'll show you some examples. Participants answered three open-ended questions, disclosing a favorite cuisine, their budget for a meal, and preferable location for a restaurant. Accordingly, the recommender system, whether it's the conversational agent or the web platform, provided either a user-initiated recommendation or a system-initiated recommendation. So this is an example of a conversational recommender agent providing user-initiated recommendations. So this is quite a generic example where the agent asks the participant what would they like to eat, what's their budget, and where they would like to eat, in which city. And accordingly, it says that according to their answers, these are the recommendations. This is another example of a conversational agent providing a system-initiated recommendation. So it's basically a very, very similar interaction, whereas at the end, when the recommendations are provided, the agent tells the user that the recommendations are based on their web browsing data and social media network information. This is a web recommender platform example providing user-initiated recommendations. So again, questions being asked, favorite cuisine, budget for a meal, and preferable location, and eventually the recommendations are being provided based, or at least are being told that they're based on users' answers. And again, system-initiated recommendations are based on web browsing data and social media network information. After completing the task, participants evaluated the platform in terms of perceived control, risk, and trustworthiness, reporting their likelihood to follow or avoid recommendations on a 7-point scale. A moderated mediation analysis was conducted to answer a research question. Found that people perceived to be more in control when receiving user-initiated recommendations from a conversational recommender agent compared to a web recommender platform. Moreover, people perceived to be more in control and the platform to be more trustworthy and less risky when receiving a user-initiated recommendation rather than a system-initiated one from a conversational recommender agent. To check for indirect effects and moderated mediation, 95% confidence intervals of 5,000 bootstrapped samples test for moderated mediation was conducted. We found that perceptions of control mediated the effect of anthropomorphic cues, so whether the agent is a conversational one or a web platform, on users' adherence of recommendations, while also having a direct effect on adherence to recommendations. In addition to perceptions of control, perceptions of risk and trustworthiness of the platform also mediated the effect of the type of recommendation, so whether it's user-initiated or system-initiated, on users' adherence to the recommendations. These results give valuable evidence for mind processing in the settings of recommender systems and validate earlier research on recommender agents that demonstrated users' positive reactions to user-initiated recommendations. Users perceived and evaluated conversational recommender agents and recommendations provided based on the moral value of the agent's actions. It provided evidence for the importance of conversational agents sustaining a positive moral mentality in their actions, as it can reduce users' resistance when anthropomorphic cues are available. Accordingly, it can be said that anthropomorphic cues could trigger positive and persuasive reactions when the conversational recommender agent's actions and mentality conform to people's inherent social roles and norms. At the same time, the results demonstrate that anthropomorphic cues can also trigger negative reactions when the recommender's agent's actions and mentality do not conform. Finally, these findings highlight that while anthropomorphic cues can contribute to interactions with recommender systems and reduce potential resistance, the type of recommendation provided has a substantial impact on resistance. It can be concluded that users' positive experiences when using recommender systems and adhering to recommendations are conditional based on recommendations being user-initiated and in line with their proactive disclosure. When the recommender system demonstrates anthropomorphic cues, the positive influence of user-initiated recommendations can be amplified, reducing users' potential resistance towards the platform and the recommendations. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, send me an email, or find me on Twitter. Thank you so much.